All right, so why has it been such a long 3 weeks? I figured while I'm out here, might as well make another video. By the way, Charles Rowe is the largest distributor of Lionel trains. I love trains. So that's what that building was. They got shitloads of trains in there and I wish it was open. Anyways, so why has it been a outrageously long 3 weeks? Well, my hormones were fucked up. I had a terrible sense of well-being. I'm usually super positive, and I was positive. Like, at my core I was positive because I knew better. I knew it was probably my hormones and some other things, and I knew it was just my mind not making sense, so I didn't let it get to me. But man, oh god, I was messed up, depressed. I mean, I wasn't super depressed, but like I was in a real low. What was really debilitating was my lack of focus. I could not focus on anything except like the bare essentials. And if you threw anything else at me, I would get so scatterbrained and frustrated. I'd just be extremely irritable, kind of, I don't know, just be short. And the thing that was so frustrating was my lack of focus was so severe, I couldn't explain to you why I felt that way or what I needed, because it's like my brain wasn't working and I couldn't even come up with the words. I just needed to be left alone. It's not a good place to be when you're trying to make a YouTube video and post content, because it'll just be a garbling mess. What else? I moved. Some family friends dropped me off at my shitty apartment, which I love, by the way. If my landlord sees this, I love that place. But they assumed there's like black mold in there, you know, because it's not the cleanest place. And some ceiling tiles fell because there was a flood in January. They called my mom and they said it's gotta be black mold in there. She panicked. It was a big mess. She got me Airbnb. I thought they did, but it was her. I don't know how she did it, but I moved in this place in the city, and it was a trade up because this place had clean air, but my health was replaced with a lack of safety because it was in a dangerous part. So not only did I get solicited by my first real prostitute in the wild, which I was ready for years, but when it happens, it is fucking strange, and I did not like it. It made me very uncomfortable. I also had 8 or 9 gunshots out my door, next door, and there was like 20 cops everywhere, casing place, looking for like gun shells or something. Just wild. It's like one thing after another, right? So I had that move. Work. They had to set new goalposts for me. I was feeling a lot of pressure. They understand that, you know, I'm going through all this stuff I mentioned before, and it was a small family-owned company. I love them to death. I was referred, and I didn't have to give them a resume. I'm very good at finding business, and they gave me a great offer. And I mean, if anyone can generate business, it's me. And because it's such a small company, it's like a family. And the sense of guilt and shame I had not being able to generate revenue for them, knowing that I still maybe could have if I pushed myself, just second guessing if I should really just focus on my cancer at the moment, was really getting to me, and that was making me more depressed. Also, I started feeling the pressure because when my appointments all kind of slowed down, it was time to focus on work, and then I had to get to work. So it's a lot of pressure. Just to give you an idea of, so I gave you the synopsis of how I was feeling. Just to give you an idea of the hoops I've been jumping through since late March. I actually wrote this down, did some numbers here. So since March 29th, I've had 33 fucking doctor's appointments between the 2 hospitals and seen specialists. I've gotten 2 CAT scans, a PET scan, an MRI, 2 EKGs, an echocardiogram. At the end of the month, I gotta get I forget what fucking scan it is. It's like a CT scan for your heart. It's the second most comprehensive one without them going in with a camera into my heart. They gotta rule out if I have a clogged artery or not, because I was getting chest pain. It happened like 3 times. I mean, it wasn't like doing squats, whatever, but like something stupid like light rope cable push downs, like the laziest tricep exercise. I almost fainted, blacked out. I had to grab the machine because I couldn't find my legs, gasping for breath. I'm always grabbing for breath. Sorry. I was gasping for breath, and literally about to faint, and my heart hurt. I wanted to reach into my rib cage and like kind of massage my heart. That fucking freaked me out. I also couldn't pick up a 45-pound plate, and I just sat on the ground for like 10 minutes at the gym, and one of the people at work there asked me if I was all right. Lots of stuff. So yeah, I got a lot on my mind, but the depression, the fatigue, crashing off the steroids, figuring out my hormones and all that, I can tell you after I got that prescription, I just feel so much better. And now that we got everything worked out with my treatment, my schedule is way more predictable. I only go to the hospital in Boston I get my treatment once every other week, but I go in on like say a Wednesday and I go back on a Friday to get my pump disconnected. Then the next week I have nothing. So life is pretty much back to normal. So you can expect more videos. I am gonna buy a laptop. I am gonna learn how to edit. I am gonna look in the camera more. I'm not gonna say as much. I'm not gonna blink as much. I'm not gonna look into outer space like Elon Musk as much. And the content will get better. And I know that in, I don't know, 2-3 years, I don't know how many views my videos will have. But I know there's gonna be quite the story there, especially when updates with my divorce unfold. I cure cancer, I get a colostomy bag, I start my own fucking colostomy bag packaging line called What's Up Bros or something like that. There's gonna be something magical that happens out of this. It's just a funny story. It's my life, you know, and I'm glad I can document it. I mentioned this before. I need a voice, and I realized after experiencing ulcerative colitis, curing that, and then everything else in my life, you know, me avoiding pictures because I was so self-conscious when I was really, really fat, just documenting anything. It seems like my stories are highly embellished or just plain up lies. So they're not. And I really regret that because credibility is so important. So if one thing comes from this, at least it's all going to be documented. I know I'm not a liar. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm extremely resilient, too resilient. I will tell you, as you get older, your discernment increases, and that gives you wisdom. And probably the most important thing I ever learned was how to throw in the towel. I never quit. I had that relentless persistence. Sometimes you got to cut your losses. I've done that a few times and my life changed. But right now, I'm not gonna fucking quit. I got too much on my plate. And, you know, everyone that's been watching, I just wanted to say thank you. And I can promise you these videos are gonna get better. And the story is gonna be really good, so stay tuned. Anyways, I guess that's my update for now. And until next time, I'll probably update you on the 4th infusion. Oh, by the way, I took my hat off and some hair fell out. Might be my mind getting to me, but literally hair started falling on my head, so maybe hair loss will be in the next update. Anyways, remember, I gotta do my slogan. This is relentless persistence, and I'm gonna be so fucking positive, no one can ignore it.